Okay, everybody, I'm trying a little bit of an experiment. I have dry cured some ham. It's already been cooked, it's been smoked, and I picked it up at H-E-B yesterday and submerged it in curing salt. And I'm gonna see what it looks like in a moment. This is an experiment. And I've also made some arepas. So these arepas came out a little bit too doughy, in my opinion. So we'll see how that works. I'm gonna put a little bit of ham in there, a little bit of butter, and we'll see how it tastes. So what we're gonna do first is, we did the salt method of curing. I think you can also do equilibrium method. So I'm just gonna see how this goes. I think we're supposed to pull this out like that. It should be fairly dry, it feels dry. And wipe all the salt off. And eventually, once I get this out and kind of get the salt off, I'll hang it in this little refrigerator that I've got because I think you're supposed to keep the air circulating around it. So this kind of came out dry a little bit, but it should be nice and dry, and when I slice it, hopefully thin, it'll taste even better than it would have had I not cured it. Okay, let's see what we got here. So also, I'm gonna show you briefly my 3 knives that I've come to like. First is a knife I don't really use that much. Sorry for Meissen for this, but I got Meissen kind of sold on, they sold me on the Instagram advertisement where the guy was slicing a grape when the bottom half of the grape was stuck to the cutting board, and the guy just sliced it with no hands, just kind of like one by one by one. Sold me on it. I never use it. It's kind of too heavy. Then I got this this Dexter, which actually I really, really like. It's good. It's light. The handle has got some good grip. People kind of complained that it was kind of a hollow, cheap handle. That's not the way I see it. It's easily washable, and it's got protection for your fingers there. Plus a really good blade, really good for chopping. And then the knife I've come into really a love affair with is this Victorinox knife, and Jen's Kitchen Supply Instagram account, I'll post it soon. Jen's Kitchen Supply suggested this one. Also a nice grippable, washable handle, protection for your fingers, and just, you know, light and great at chopping. Great point for fine precision chopping and cutting. A great knife. So I've already sharpened it. Let's see what it can do on this. See if I can get it thin enough so we can really try this out. So, all right, there's the first slice, which is pretty thin. I don't know if you can really see this. It's pretty thin. It should be almost translucent. So I'm gonna taste it and see how it is, and then we're gonna put it on an arepa with some butter, fresh butter. This is quite good. This is very good. Very good. So I'm gonna take a couple more cuts, and then we're gonna put it on an arepa. Nice thin cuts. Plus my son really wanted some, so we can indulge him. Trying to get it really thin. I'm not actually that good at doing really thin cuts because there are very few things that I cut that thin. I mean garlic, but I use a paring knife sometimes with that. Well, let's try that. Let's do one more slice. Maybe another one. You're seeing an experiment, so I hope you like works in progress. Okay, that's good. Let's try this out. All right, so the arepas came out a little bit doughy, like I said. But we're gonna put in a little bit of butter. I've already kind of pre-sliced it so I wouldn't slice it bad. I'm just gonna stick it in. This is not the way I would normally do it, but we're just gonna stick it in there in the bottom just because it's easiest that way. I'm good, you got my face kind of smashing into the camera. But we're just gonna put the butter down at the bottom. This is not suitable for anyone else to eat but me, since my fingers are all over it. And then we're gonna put this ham in there. Stuff it full of ham. It's delicious ham. I'll save the rest of this for my son. Maybe do this one. And then we're gonna give this a shot. So this is what it is. It's the arepa, which I just made a little while ago, well, probably about an hour ago. Fresh butter, ham, just been cured. Let's give it a shot. Normally, I would want the biscuit to be more like my great aunt's homemade biscuits from Eastern North Carolina, Williamson, North Carolina. But these, even though they're corn-based, it's quite good. And you can definitely taste the ham. You can taste the butter, very smooth, creamy butter. And the ham is nice, smoky, dry flavor to it. So I'd say all in all things considered, both of these things were an experiment. The ham, the arepas, the butter was the only non-experiment. I got it from H-E-B. The rest of it worked out just fine. Thanks for watching.